All right, what in the world just happened to the stock of Take-Two Interactive Software? One of my favorite names in the video game space for years. You know them as Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption 2, all the 2K sports titles, Borderlands 3, The Outer Worlds. Take-Two has some amazing franchises. Yet last Thursday night, the company reported what was widely viewed as a disappointing quarter, which sent the stock plunging nearly 12% on Friday. Even though they delivered a top and bottom line beat with solid full-year guidance, okay, there were a couple of negatives. Take-Two's net bookings came in ever so slightly weaker than expected, thanks to soft performance from NBA 2K and WWE 2K, which, by the way, they called out. Because this is an amazingly transparent company. They called out. Still, management wasn't able to give us enough color about the coming year to get investors excited about the future. For that, I can't blame them. So is this a buying opportunity with the stock down from 127 to 111, or do we need to be more cautious? Let's check in with Strauss Zelnick, the chairman and CEO of Take-Two Interactive Software, get a better read on the quarter and where his company's headed. Mr. Zelnick, welcome back to Mad Money. Good to see you, Strauss.
Jim,
thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Well, first, I've got to congratulate you, and I don't mean to be backhanded or anything, but a lot of companies, they'll tell you that they didn't miss anything, and they did. I'm listening to the conference call. You were the one who told me, wait a second, we're up to snuff, we're not happy with ourselves. So can you improve it?
I think we can. You know, I think that there is a lot of good news in the quarter. It's mostly good news in the quarter. And after all, we guided up twice during the year, and we landed right in the middle of our guidance. I think the market's gotten very used to us beating consensus, beating guidance, and here we're right in the middle. Most of the news is great, and one of the things that was actually lost is Grand Theft Auto Online is now expected to have another record year, more than 6 years after its initial release. Borderlands 3 has sold in 8 million units. NBA 2K is pacing ahead of NBA 2K19 last year in terms of units sold. Red Dead Redemption 2 has sold 29 million units. Grand Theft Auto 5 is now up to 120 million units. So let's talk about the softness.
Okay.
There are
Take it head on, because that's what people did talk about on the call.
So two spots where we think we can do better. The first is people are very accustomed to only great news coming out of the NBA 2K franchise. And we said we don't expect to set a record this year. We expect to do great, but not set a record. Why? We made changes in the in-game economy, which meant the recurrent consumer spending won't be quite as high as we expected. We still have great engagement. In fact, the My Team mode is up 35% in engagement, and it's an immensely profitable title. We won't expect to set a record. The bleak spot, albeit rather small for our business, was WWE 2K20, where we really missed on quality, and we therefore missed on sales.
But Strauss, I've got to tell you, I was on the WWE conference call for the actual company, and they fired a guy who has been on the show, whom I thought was a pretty good guy. I got the sense that there's something very negative going on in the company right now. Can that impact you?
We have to take responsibility for what we do. The truth is, it's a great brand. It's growing where it should be growing. We have a great relationship with them. Our game was not up to measure. It was not good enough.
But you never release games that are not up to measure. That's one of the things you pride yourself on.
Yes, and in fact, the most disappointing thing is we made a decision, and therefore I made the decision to bring the development in-house, and everyone expected higher quality this year, and our scores were actually down. So we have more work to do.
All right. Now, there was a departure, and it happened to have started in the spring. We didn't know it was Dan Houser. Now, a lot of people, this is Rockstar, a lot of people love this man and think he is the creative genius behind Grand Theft. You made the point that his brother's still there, but you did not answer the question about whether he was the creative genius.
So, well, first of all, we're so blessed. We have so many creative geniuses. And as you know, we always describe the team. Sam Houser founded Rockstar Games over 20 years ago. He's been with the company ever since. He's president of the label. Dan was vice president of creative, and he's been on an extended leave since last spring. And he's decided to move on, and we wish him well.
Okay.
And we really value his contributions. There are more than 2,000 members of the Rockstar team.
Okay, that's important.
So we really believe it's a team sport, and Sam Houser's a great player-coach.
All right.
And the results are incredible now, being able to say, look, we're going to set another record for Grand Theft Auto Online this year.
All right, now let's talk about some of the things that can really go right. We're close to Jensen Huang. When Jensen Huang wishes you happy birthday, you're kind of like, holy cow. Not that anybody else, if they wishes it, but he showed me ray tracing. He showed me what they have. There's no difference between an actual movie, which is the world you're from, and this world that you're also from, which is video games. Now, you're able to assess this. Is this not the quantum leap that we've all been waiting for?
I think you're going to see with the new console generation coming out from both Microsoft and Sony in the next holiday season, it is a big leap forward that is due to all different kinds of technological advances, not just ray tracing. And I think we're going to have an even bigger and broader and better canvas on which to paint.
Do you think it's going to be like 4G to 5G, that kind of thing?
Always hard to say. After all, we don't even know what the real expression of 5G is either.
True.
I do think it's going to be a big step forward, and our developers are very excited about what they can bring to the screen.
All right, now let me kind of oddball. There's a new, of course, unfortunate stay-at-home move. China could come here, unfortunately, because of Corona. Plays to Take-Two's hands, doesn't it? I know you don't want to. I know. I waffled on asking you that because I know it puts you in an awkward position. But let's put it this way: people, anything. How about this? Anything that causes more people to stay at home is good for Take-Two.
Well, I'll probably let you say those words. My own view is, we would never want to benefit in any way from someone else's discomfort or tragedy.
But you see why I had to ask, because it's what I'm thinking.
It's actually hard to know. When I was in the movie business, if we had a bad opening, people would say it was a weather. And if we had a good opening, they would not claim it was the weather. So I'm not sure, actually.
Okay, how about this? Let's do a different one. Oscars were down 20% this year. Good for Take-Two.
Well, in fact, yes. I mean, we're in the fastest growing business in the entertainment industry, and we expect that to continue. Now, as we just said, I've said this before on good days. On less good days, I'll also say it. We have to execute. We mostly executed in this past quarter. Not across the board. We have more to do.
I've followed you for years, and if you say that you're not happy with your performance, that's when you buy the stock, because you don't find that kind of underperformance acceptable.
No, I certainly don't.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Strauss.
Thanks.
That's Strauss Zelnick. He's chairman and CEO of Take-Two Interactive. You've only had a couple of breakdowns in this stock. Every one of them has been followed by a breakout quarter. Mad Money's back after the break.
Thanks, Tim.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.